Welcome back to the New Music Alliance Radio Hour. I'm Camille, and you just heard Game by Sleepy Cell, and before that, Void's Black Blossoming by The Painted World. Now, this was a track that I felt was perfect for our, week leading up to Halloween. I was delving into this album. The artist actually describes as the smoking wreckage of a concept album, but I think that's they're not giving themselves nearly enough credit. It's actually a really, really interesting album. This is off the album Do You Seek Edelweiss? It's got some really incredible like folk sounds. It's got some indie vibes. And then, there were quite a few tracks that I sort of had on my short list and they were too long. But I found this one and it felt just right for the spooky season. You've just got this great like sonic journey, interesting samples, dissonance and builds. There's a lot going on in just these few minutes.
Yeah, the Painted World is the work of Alex Thody, who's a composer and arranger most known for his work in the pageantry arts, and he's from Springfield, Massachusetts. I thought this also had a kind of old 60s, 70s feel to it.
Absolutely. I think it's the potentially recorded on tape. Sounds tapey.
I liked that it was both haunting and up tempo. I mean, a lot of times, you kind of have the slower songs that have that haunting vibe, but this was both kind of fun and haunting at the same time.
It's good variety.
And the ending is kind of reminded me of Vincent Price at the end of Thriller.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
And then we had Sleepy Cell with Game out of Springfield, Massachusetts.
This was a bit of a wild card. It feels like a little bit different than what the other songs we've got on our playlist today, but it takes us on a really interesting sort of sonic journey through these like glittering electronic landscapes, but it's all tethered together with these beautifully expertly delivered vocals, just this really great bass line. You can tell that's a real bass, and it all comes together in a way that I really enjoy.
It's for me, it was like a little 80s new wave group with the lyrics of Nine Inch Nails. It was an interesting mix.
Yeah, I could feel a little bit of Radiohead in there as well, and I think that I think they mentioned Radiohead as one of their influences.
Yeah,
so that's definitely right.
And I should mention in that last set, the group Musical Chairs, they were based originally out of the Hartford area, and I think they might have moved up to Montague, Massachusetts at one point. All right, so let's get to our last set, and a lot of these songs are mine, and of course, you might know that I usually throw in some punk at the end of my sets. Let's start off with Mal Thursday Quintet, In Love with a Ghost.